Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason over here, Signature Esports, and what a pleasure it is to have you here for the National Motorsports Simulation Association TRUCS Ultimate Championship Series. Texas 200. We're going to be live here at the iRacing Spectacular Virtual Texas in the Gander Outdoor Trucks for the eNASCAR Series. iRacing at its best. We're getting ready to get things underway here. Good to see everybody out there tuning in. Give us a like, follow, share the streams out there. The more that we have, the more interaction we get, the better off we are. And, you know, it's just kind of the way things go here. We're going to go over the starting grid brought to you by Omega Leaf CBD. Go to OmegaLeafCBD.com and put in promo code TRUCS25, TRUCS25 at checkout, and you'll be able to get yourself a little bit of 25% discount added on to if you sign up for their newsletter. Get kind of a really cool situation out of that, too. I think it's an additional 30%. Jim Halaka out there is wonderful, and go to OmegaLeafCBD.com, like I said, to check all of that out. Get all that information. Absolutely wonderful folks out there. Jonathan Bell's going to be the pole sitter here in this 135 lapper here at Texas. Texas, one of those mile and a halves that folks just kind of typically enjoy, and it's kind of like Charlotte and somewhat similar to Atlanta in some of the bankings, but the exits are a little bit more forgiving if I do say so. Wyatt Brackett's going to be the outside pole sitter, the number 33, the Yingling machine, getting that Toyota ready to rock and roll. Mike Watson, the 84, is going to be there with Ray Rogers to his outside in row number 2. Joseph Mahar is going to be making up a row number 3 with James Kunkel to his outside. Zachary Taylor and company, he's going to be the row number 4 inside sitter with Nick Gardner right there with him. Rich Swavely, Garrett Brown, that's going to make up row number 5. Row number 6, Austin Shoemaker in the number 15, the Missouri native. There he is pulling off pit road with Thomas Light. He's going to be the outside row number 6. Moving on down the starting grid here. Chris Bedwell, the 94, is going to be there with David Brackett to his outside row number 7. Brad Fulham, the number 19, is going to be there with Ryan McDuffie in the 49. George Williams, the man himself, sitting through row number 9 with Chris Shoemaker out there. Race Pass Motorsports driver George Williams driving the number 40 today. Wesley Burchett's going to be there with the number 76. Clint Leatherwood's going to start on the outside of him in the number 29. Andrew Moletta, Dana Shepard there in row number 11. Phil Locke, Dustin Reeves making up row number 12. Finishing out this as we continue to move forward. Dave Harden and Harvey Shanks, that's going to be row number 13. Daniel Holcroft and Kip Easley making up row number 14. Brad Lee, the number 9, out there in row number 15 with David Moore, the number 28. Tony Edrington is also out there. He's going to be the 31st driver. I believe Zachary Taylor's going to be starting from the pits, so that'll move the inside lineup just a little bit for the drivers, and they will be ready to go. Race info, here it is. 1.46 miles here at Texas, and I will tell you, this track gets really hot. 135 degrees Fahrenheit out there right now for the drivers. That's going to be very slick very early. Track temperature is going to take a lot of time to cool off. 87 degrees Fahrenheit for the air temperature. Excuse me, hiccups already. I can't believe that's happening. 29% humidity, clear skies, so there's not really going to be any shade for the track to cool any of those tires off. It's just kind of the way it is. And 5 mile an hour wind for the drivers. Hopefully everybody's having a great afternoon. We're going to get ready to go racing here. Boy, howdy, TRUCS Ultimate Championship Series. This is Signature Esports, SETV for those who are in the know, which you guys are all in the know. Appreciate you very much. Let's go racing, says Sherry Harris. Won't be able to watch this one, says Eric. Changing your days off to Tuesday and Wednesday, so maybe you can join this some night. Eric, good to see you out there, buddy. Bell, Brackett, Watts, Rogers. They're going to be ready to go here. Fred the Flag Man, Fred the Barney Flag Man gives them the green. They're off again. Green Flag Racing, week number 10. We're already into this, heavy into this season, second season for the Truck Series, and they are already ready to go. Jonathan Bell, pit strategy, a big factor for the drivers here, and they're going to be ready to enjoy themselves. That's for darn sure. And oh man, hope you guys are having a fantastic evening out there. About 8 o'clock my time, 9:05 Eastern, for those who are used to being up watching this I say late in the evening, early in the evening, right here in the United States. I do appreciate everybody doing what you do and being a part of it. Here after May 10th, just kind of a little heads up for you. We are still going to be uploading our races to YouTube. I made an announcement last week that Signature Esports is going to go to Facebook only for the iRacing broadcast. We will still upload our videos to YouTube so that you can rewatch them there, but our live streams are going to be strictly to Facebook only for our iRacing broadcasts. And then after that, we are going to have our streaming schedule. Streaming schedule is going to be for our games that we play, the things that you watch me do, and that's going to be interaction time for you. That'll be on Facebook and Twitch. YouTube's going to be where we just kind of upload all the races so everybody has another platform to go and watch them if they want to rewatch them. I encourage that. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you haven't done it, go like us and follow us on Signature Esports on Facebook. That's where you're going to be able to watch all this after the 10th of May. 70 of Jonathan Bell, 0.8 of a second over Wyatt Brackett. Things have kind of just calmly started here. Watts right where he started in third. Rich Swavely, the biggest mover of the race right now. He's up 5 spots. He and Austin Shoemaker had a good little ditty going on. I think a few folks kind of pulled off to the back and they're just kind of letting themselves get into the mix. Ray Rogers started fourth at number 51 back there. Behind Rich Swavely, 2 forwards working together, teammates. Enjoy the day. Try to finish inside the top 10, depending on pit strategy. Austin Shoemaker is going to be in 6th. He is up 5 spots as well. Joe Mahar falling off pace just a little bit. Has the 48 to the inside. James Kunkel trying to make a pass. Now, the low line is the preferred line here on 3 and 4, especially very early on. On older tires, you can make passes on the outside, but you want to try to protect that low line as well as you can. Right behind him, Nick Gardner in the number 16. He is moving and grooving. Chris Bedwell driving the 94 today. Has the beat on the outside. He's going to utilize that draft, trying to get to the outside of the 16. 16 needs some clear area here, because if you can't get that speed, ooh, a little connection between the two drivers. 94 holding it off the wall. Good accident avoidance from the drivers. I think they kind of touched there a little bit. Man, oh man. Zach Taylor off pit lane. He came out. He is going to be... He had to start from pit road there. So Zach Taylor up to 14th now is... At least that's what it said. And he's driving the 14. He's back there in 25th spot. He's caught up to him, though, so that Ford back in the mix. He had a substitute driver last week. Harvey Shanks, he's in 23rd. There's the 25. Right there behind the 24, Kip Easley. Kip, thank you for the share out there, buddy. Whenever you go back and rewatch this, I saw you that you did that. I appreciate you very much, and I appreciate all of you. Hey, Sherry, I hope you're having a fantastic evening. I hope everybody out there, anybody that's watching, we love you. We appreciate you. Put up a new shirt on Signature Esports website. Let's start making some throwback gaming novels t-shirts just so we can have some fun with that. George Williams, my buddy, always gives me the George Williams report, but today I think he's all about just running his line. He's going to try to just have a good race, be where he needs to be at the finish, and the number 40 off a spot right now. He does have the 6, Dustin Reeves, trying to go to the outside, and might be an opportunity. Some drivers are more comfortable on the bottom, some drivers are more comfortable on the high line. And right now, the 97 picking up the inside line draft. These guys almost connecting a little bit here. Side by side, the 6 and the 40. 40 trying to keep everything clean. 97 trying to figure a way around right here.
That's going to be Andrew Milletta behind the drivers. Clint Leatherwood, the 29, he's on the back draft. He's driving the Pub Table Racers, the sponsor for all of our victory lanes here in the National Motorsport Simulation Association and on the Signature Esports iRacing platform that we have over there. So glad to have them aboard. Good to see those folks. Wesley Burchett is going to be the biggest mover of the race currently as he's up 7 spots. The number 76 trying to make an outside line bead, has the 98 right there. Tire saving is going to be a big factor here. Mile and a halfs typically eat these tires up, and especially after about 20 laps, it's almost like these trucks start to push their way up the track. Jonathan Bell, super clean, but he's got some company here. Saw the relatives start shrinking here as the 70 and the 33 are moving and grooving. The way this normally works is that there's normally a 35 lap stint to stage 1. Stage 2 is another 35 laps, and then they kind of run the rest of the laps out. So we will keep an eye on that. Usually play a little fun, the guess the caution thing, but this week we are not doing that. We're gonna try to do a few other things here very shortly. I keep getting shirts returned to me for addresses, so I'm needing to verify addresses with folks one more time for the giveaways and stuff like that, because we send them through our business, which is Signature Photography and Printing over here at the Lake of the Ozarks. So those are things that are there. Jonathan Bell holding on to first place. 33 at Brackett's going to be there. Swavely, Watts, Rogers in 5th. He's back where he's almost back where he started. He's got a 3-car little tango going on. Rich Swavely up to 3rd now. He gets around. He's got 6 spots on the gain for the night. He is up from 9th to 3rd in the 38. 2 seconds off the race leader. Now he's going to have to try to be as fast as he can. Pull those laps back. Get that time in. And drive that forward to the front. Rich Swavely in front of the 84 of Mike Watts. Thinking to everybody out there watching, we appreciate you as much as anybody could do. And I do thoroughly enjoy what we do here at Signature Esports. And I can tell you that it's been a whole lot of fun. You need to know everybody. And I can't thank you enough. I'm updating something at the moment, so if it gets a little bit kind of little glitchy, it's only because I'm updating, folks. I do appreciate you. Daryl, thank you for the like out there. Appreciate you, my man. Anthony Edgerton has shared and liked. Thank you very much. Rickman Racing, thank you for sharing. Kip Easley, thank you for giving us a like. Rick Swavely, thank you for sharing. Whitney Sanchez, thank you for this follow. Austin Harger, thank you for the like. And that is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you. Without you guys, I wouldn't be it. Albeit the best in Signature Esports, you guys are. Appreciate you very much. 38, trying to gain some speed here. Wyatt Brackett, I do believe pit strategy is going to be a factor here. Jonathan Bell in on pit road. He came to pit road. So now Wyatt Brackett out front, 17 laps in. A fuel strategy going for Jonathan Bell early. Thank you, Daryl. You're amazing. 18 laps in, 18 of 135 into the stage. 17 laps before the stage ended, I believe. Daryl's my favorite Australian that I know. That guy is absolutely amazing. If you have not met him, and you need to, Earl Paget needs to be like the next iRacing Australian influencer out there. Wyatt Brackett coming to pit road. Mike Watt's going to take over the lead. He's going to lead here. 18 tenths of a second over Swavely. He gets around Rich Swavely. And now Swavely falls back. As Jonathan Bell coming around. He's got a fuel strategy. Bell's going to be a lap down at the moment to Watts. Bell trying to hold on to the lead. Whenever the pit cycles come around, and now Jonathan Bell trying to get at the inside of the 38. He's a lap down, not on fresher tires, though, but he is fast. Thomas Light going to pit road. Looks like Zachary Taylor going to pit road early. Wyatt Brackett coming off the line here. He's going to catch right back up to where he was at. Just a few seconds off of the pace, though, as the 33 starts to jump back in line here. He and Jonathan Bell. Jonathan Bell right here. Jonathan Bell's going to get that lap back, I do believe. He is 32 seconds off Taylor there. There's Wyatt Brackett trying to track down Jonathan Bell. He's going to be about 2.5 seconds off of Jonathan Bell after pit stops. Caution's going to come out, though, and Holdcroft involved. Daniel Holdcroft coming off pit road. Let's see what happened here. Ooh, oh, he hit the apron. So here's what that looks like. I hate to, I'm not trying to pick on him, I promise. Here's the cockpit point of view from this truck. So you come off pit road and you get into the gas here. You have to keep it close. He gets loose, and whenever you get loose and you go right into that, it's going to shove you right up the track. And he was trying to prevent a caution by pulling down, and right there he has to reset. So, man, oh man, 31, get loose off the corner, pulling out the caution here. That changes pit strategies for everybody. Because if you were short on fuel, quite possibly you might not be after this one. So we will see how that's going to go. Daniel Holcroft taking a licking. He's going to keep on kicking. See if he gets out there and gets it fixed for himself. Tell me about your days, folks. I want to hear what you've got going on. 38 of Rich Swavely coming to pit road. So is Ray Rogers, Shoemaker, Gardner Brown, Kunkel Mahar, Bedwell Burchett, McDuffie. I do believe Jonathan Bell was technically listed on the lead lap. So Jonathan Bell is going to be right there. We're going to see if he's going to come to pit road. I don't think he would be coming to pit road. It just doesn't make any sense for him to do so. But he is on the lead lap, which is going to shove a few drivers to the back. Wyatt Brackett's going to be your looking for a wave around or a lucky dog in this situation. The 28 is going to be right there in front of him as well. Zach Taylor going to be behind Jonathan Bell. So the 14 is still going to be scored a lap down, but he's going to be behind Jonathan Bell after that. So he is not going to get the free pass out of this. Does look like a few drivers are going to have it. So let's see how it works here. George Williams is going to be your race leader here. Jonathan Bell is going to be behind him. So George has got the strategy down. George knows everything about the strategy in this one. He's the one that gives me the George Williams report every year, or every week. The 33 of Wyatt Brackett looking for the free pass here. Wyatt has, when he came to pit road, Wyatt did some fuel, I believe. He only got fuel. He did. Maybe some Andrew Maletta getting a little bit of damage fixed, or maybe some right sides. 11.3 seconds on his pit stop. So he might have taken a few seconds of optional damage. That is the longest pit stop on the cycle. So we'll see how that's going to work for our good friend in the 97. Andrew Maletta having a phenomenal week. Alrighty, let's take a look and see what our standings are for the Trucks Ultimate Championship Series, part of the National Motorsport Simulation Association. League standings right now. Jonathan Bell, this is the playoff points, pretty much in check right now. He's 20 points. His 20 playoff points, 7 better than Brendan Queen in the number 30. Here Brown, 7 playoff points. Chris Shoemaker, 6. Swavely, 5. Wyatt Brackett has 2. Gabe Wood, Zach Taylor, Joseph Mahar, and Thomas Light all have 1 point. So that's the standings according to the playoffs. Playoff standings for the drivers. Here we are. Queen, Bell, Schwartz, Shoemaker, Brown, Swavely are all drivers with wins. Right there, I do believe we're going to see how things. Jonathan Bell, of course, the points leader at the moment. So the number 70 having a good season. He is the season 1 champion for all of these folks. So absolutely a phenomenal day for them. Let's take a look at the team standings. Hot Shoe Racing, 251 over the 223 of IJD Racing. Emberdown Motorsports and Four Horsemen Motorsports are going to be 3rd and 4th. Race Pass Motorsports in 5th. Wildcard Outlaw E-Racing, Wolf Racing all the way to 8th there. Williams, the race leader, is out there running his race right now. First caution of the race for incident. Going off pit road. Fresh tire, fresh nothing on the bottom there. He wouldn't even have fresh tires. You cool the tires off when you come to pit road, and then after that, when you get back into the gas and you're just in there for fuel, you got to be easy getting out of it. Thank you to everybody out there. Appreciate you very much. Charles, thank you for the like out there. Sherry, thank you for the like. I appreciate you. You're amazing. Charles, thank you very much. So let's just repeat some stuff here. I want to make sure you know it. I want people to see it. $40, $70, $16, $15, the 10, the 38, the 85, 51, 48, 94. Pace truck is going to dive off here on pit road. The top 10 looking to make it interesting. Jonathan Bell super fast at the racetrack. That's the fastest lap of the race. I think he did have the fastest lap of the race. 30.41, but now Jonathan Bell gets a good jump behind the 40, and right there, the 16 to the inside. Gardner trying to get to the back bumper of the 70. 40 midline run to the back stretch. 70 trying to make it stick. George Williams, high line for the driver. 70 to the inside, 16 there. 40 midline run. The battle for the lead goes to Jonathan Bell at this point. And right now, 70 holding on to it. 16 in second. 40 George Williams up 14 spots. Currently the biggest mover of the race. Looking for something out of this. Some playoff points. Little right rear damage on the back tailgate of that truck. George going to keep it clean. He's up there in the mix. 15 of Austin Shoemaker staring down the back bumper of George Williams, the young man. This is the inside line that you look at. This is what these drivers see. George holding on to it. Doing a good job. George to the inside. If to lift into turn 1 and then drop that truck in, feather the gas, get back into the fuel, you get more exit speed if you can exit right in the middle. You need to hug the inside line as much as you can. That's what he's doing. George Williams to the inside. The 10 of Garrett Brown trying to go to the outside. Now following the number 15 from 4th. George moving. This is the biggest race that we've got going on right here. Jonathan Bell kind of just stepping out like he did before, very cleanly. The 38 of Rich Swavely taking over second place from Nick Gardner. Rich Swavely just as fast. His lap times 36.1. Last time by 31.48, 31.37 for Jonathan Bell. Drivers are trying to gain on him, but you can't gain on him until you get some fresh, clean air. 30 laps in. Bell, Swavely, Gardner, Shoemaker, Brown, Williams, Mahar. Ray Rogers going around. Williams just trying to hold on. He was out there leading. Tell you what. At the 94 there to his front bumper. The 94 of Chris Bedwell. Right behind Ray Rogers. Ray Rogers in on the mix. Off 3, started 4th and 7th. Ray Rogers has company in the IJD Racing 94 behind him. Kunkel looking to pass Mr. Williams. Rich Swavely Out front over Jonathan Bell and missed the pass. My apologies, folks. I don't know what happened there. Because that was basically in the course of a lap at flip-flop spots. Apologies about that, folks. Rich Swavely out front, Jonathan Bell to second. 0.4 of a second, and that's the gap right now. Lap 32 of 135. Gardner in third. Garrett Brown in second. Rich having a good blast. He's fast. Ray Rogers, teammate, trying to make his way up there to him. Ford out front. A whole bunch of Chevys behind him. Here's the logos for you. 2 Fords and a Toyota inside the top 10. All the rest of them Chevys. They had a manufacturer's battle here. That would be the big one. 33 of 135. Gap going to Swavely at the moment. Kind of makes me wonder what happened there. Take a look at the last 5 lap times real quick over the 2 drivers. Jonathan Bell. It looks like lap 30 is where it happened. This time by, Jonathan Bell starting to pull a little bit of that pace in as they come around. iRacing's the platform. The simulator is what it is. Signature Esports is the broadcasting. And TRUCS Ultimate Championship Series, the TRUCS. Brought to you by the National Motorsport Simulation Association. That is the organization that puts the trucks and the cars series on. Championship Auto Racing Series, which will be live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern. 35 of 135. We're going to see what's going to happen here. These guys will come around this time, I believe. This is going to be for the stage end here. Rich Swavely, 0.6 of a second over Bell. Gardner, 2 seconds back. Brown, 4 seconds back. Shoemaker, Rogers, Bedwell, Mahar, Kunkel, Burchett. That's going to be the top 10 as they come around. Swavely, looks like he's going to win stage 1. Caution's going to come out for the stage in. That's what it is. Swavely, Bell, Gardner, Brown, Shoemaker, Rogers, Bedwell, Mahar, Kunkel, Burchett. That's going to be the top 10 for you. Then Shoemaker, Duffy, Fulham, Block, Lee, Watts, Reeves, Easley, Brackett, Shanks. David Brackett, the number 3, Dana Shepard, then Light, Edrington, Milletta, Leatherwood, George Williams went to pit road, I believe. Don't think that he could make it. And so he's going to be back out there. He might have been a lap short. He is going to be the lucky dog here, so he'll be able to pit with the leaders. He will still have to start at the tail end of the field, though. And so that's going to be a different, what we call it, different strokes. So he started up front, stayed out, wanted to get it. I do believe we're going to see tire changes galore for the folks. Pause for the cause. These guys are going to rack them, stack them again. You guys just keep paying attention. We'll see what happens here. they're going to get things back ready to go here. Swavely fastest off pit road. Shoemaker's going to be there as well. And oh man. Your lucky dog was George Williams. He had the ability to go to pit road, so he's going to come off pit road this time by. Just started the tail end of the field, so an opportunity for George to get in there and get some fuel. Dustin Reeves had a little bit of extra damage he had to go in and get fixed, so he spent about 33 seconds in there. 40 seconds for Jonathan Bell. Something going on with his truck. His pick-em-up truck going to try to find his way to the front again. Rich Swavely out front, though, having a good day. Some free pass cars looking to get a wave around here. I do believe the 34 and the 30, or the 34, the 14. George Williams is out there. Zach Taylor looking for a free pass. All these guys looking for free passes. Zach Taylor going to be back on the lead lap. 34, Dave Harden, who was still a lap down, was 2 laps down, is going to get a little favor here as they go back to green flag racing here on the next lap. It'll be Shoemaker to the outside of Swavely. It'll be the 15:38, 10:94, 16:85, 49:33, the 4 and the 48. That's going to be the top 10 here as they get ready to rock and roll once again. Wyatt Brackett, super fast on the racetrack. He and Jonathan Bell separated by 15 100ths of a second on the fastest lap times. We go back to green flag racing. It'll be roughly about 30 lap shootout. They should quite possibly be able to make it on fuel. We will see as it stands if anybody's going to be a taker, if they come in and get a little stretch on it. But normally the way the second stint works, it's kind of a race to the stage. So we will wait and see. 38-15 looking to get the green flag here. From the platform, they get it. Green again. Texas, getting hot and heavy. All right, hey, we want to check something here. I want to check the weather. Weather brought to you by, not the Weather Channel. So it's June 11th, 2021 is the invisible date here. The air temperature has stayed the same. The track temperature has gone up to 141 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, those tires are blistering. It was 135 at the start of the race, I do believe. Swavely, hot and heavy and fast. The 94 take it over second. 15 falls back a spot, has the 16 to the bottom side. Got to protect the bottom. 15 trying to get there to the back bumper. 16 to the inside of the 94. Battle for second between 4 drivers. The 85 of Joe Mahar. He's up in the mix. 16 clears the 94. 16 taking over second solidly, but the 85 of Joe Mahar driving that Chevy hard into the turn. He's going to be right there. Clears the 94. 15 right there with him. 15 to the outside. A little crossover move quite possibly coming. 15 not clear. Going to make sure that he gets back into the mix. He's got the 4 of his another predecessor right there. They're splitting him. Woo, Nilly 94. Looked like he got a little bit loose. 15 checks up for him. 15 back 4 of Austin Shoemaker is going to be, or Chris Shoemaker is going to clear though. So a Shoemaker there inside the top 5 still as basically a swapping of positions. In hey, Joe Mahar's in third though. Look at Joe go. 85 getting it going. The man, the myth, the legend. That's Daryl Paget. Swavely out front. 0.6 of a second between he and Gardner. That lead that he carried, fresh air, maybe hurting some of the drivers on the hotter, on the more blistering temperatures, to say hotter, more hot temperatures of the track. 4 to the inside of the 85. 48 of Kunkel's going to be there as well. 4 clears. 48 almost clears himself. 4 to the outside. 48 trying to make it stick to the bottom. He's going to have that line clear. 4 is going to be there to the outside. Battle for third. Going to Kunkel. At the moment, 85 is going to try to be there. 4 to the outside, crossover for the 4 coming. It looks like it was going to be coming. He's going to be there to the inside of the 48. 40. He's going to have to check up a little bit. He can't carry straight speed into it. You have to arc into this turn when it comes to the way that they drive this. So that is absolutely one of the big issues that you see. Look at the line the 4 is taking right here. Up against the wall, down into the turn. You want to finish 4 next to the line. The 85 getting a good run right here. 4 is going to carry speed on the backstretch, but the 85 is going to be able to utilize that draft and suck up into it. But the 4 carrying a better line into 3 here. As you see, it gets right next to the line. 85 is going to be right there. He's going to touch that line. Exit's going to be good. That weird shaped tri-oval that they have here. Nick Gardner going for a pass here. I did see that coming. I was watching the relative to the inside 16 of Swavely is going to be highline. Is he going to be clear yet? I don't know if he's going to be clear. I think Swavely's going to be able to run that outside line. Rich Swavely, fast. Has some of the fastest laps on the track. Nick Gardner, 36.8, so he's a little bit slow on the fastest lap, but like I say, you can be the fastest truck on the racetrack, but if you're not the most consistent truck on the racetrack, then you're realistically going to lose ground to yourself rather than to any other driver. Kunkel trying to go to the inside of the 38. He's going to pick off a spot from Swavely, new race leader, 6th lead change of the race so far, 16 of Gardner out front. James Kunkel's on a roll. Swavely falling off a spot, has Chris Shoemaker there. They're 9 laps green on these tires as they come around. Kunkel trying to be there to the back bumper of the 16. He is turning that truck through. 16 trying to defend that position. Draft very important here. 48 is going to be trying to get to the inside of the 16, carrying that low line. Steering ratio going to be a big factor here. 16 a little bit more clear. He's going to clear some time here. 48 of Kunkel still there to the back bumper. Turn 1 about to be hot and heavy. 16 down low, clutching it in. 48 to the back bumper. A little bit squirrely there. 48's going to drive it to the back bumper again. Man, they're just not giving it up. Let's go to the back. Austin Shoemaker, the 15 off a few spots here. He was doing a pretty darn good job. He was up there inside the top 5. Just keeps falling back. Kip Easley, the biggest mover of the race. Here is the number 24 Monster Energy Chevy Silverado. He is up 20 positions, and right now he has Harvey Shanks, the 25, behind him. He is moving. He is grooving. And the battle for first still continuing to heat up because the 16 and the 48, they are still they were side by side. Now they're back to a good relative where they're just going to have to try to make it work. 48 utilizing that bottom line to turn the truck for him. You see how fast he looked coming around the corner where the 16 almost looks like he is standing still. 16 bottom line, 48's going to be there. Woo, that's some run. Backstretch for the drivers. Man, oh man. There's the chopper cam. See the different line these folks run. 16 a little bit higher. 48 is going to try to clear here. Maybe the 48 saving some fuel. 16 leads that time by. 16 high line for him. They're coming into turn 1. Kunkel trying to take over. 7th lead change of the race as Kunkel takes over the lead. 53 of 135. 17 to go before the end of the stage. 18 to go before the end of the stage. Let me correct myself. They're completing lap 53. And Kunkel out front. Shoemaker to 3rd. He's trying to track down. I think the more that you lead, the more that you hold on to it. Rich Swavely falling back just a little bit here. He's got a whole lot of people around him, though. The 84, Mike Watts going around. 76 of Burchett's going to be there as well. Mahar back up inside the top 5 after falling back a little bit here. And he is trying to track down the guys in front of him. So keeping within a good relative is going to be very important as they continue to move. Thomas Light inside the top 10 to 98. Coming into turn 3. As you see, he and Brad Fulham holding off for that top 10, 11th spots there. Shoemaker looking like he's trying to make a move here. He was trying to go to the inside of the 16 there for a moment. The 4 not clear just yet. Joseph Mahar has Mike Watts behind him. 84, 85, holding on. Kunkel trying to disrupt the draft. He is going to be there. There's the 97 to the high side. 97 is going to go a lap down here. David Brackett, David Moore, the two Davids, the 28 and the 3, they are trying to hold each other off. They keep battling back and forth. Somebody's going to be faster in this one. Right side damage for the 3. That is playing a big factor on him. Zachary Taylor, he is going to be in that 4. He's coming to pit road at 56. I believe he wants to something taken care of on that one. 48 of Kunkel out front. 1.5 seconds over the 16. And does look like Shoemaker and Watts are going to be there. 16 trying to carry a line. One of these guys are going to be faster than this guy, and they're going to go around him if they don't put him 3 wide. 4 to the outside. Like I called it, I almost called that one. 4 has to really check up, really carry the outside line speed. 84 of Watts to second now as he has just a few laps to try to track down Kunkel. 85 to the inside of the 16. Gardner ran the bejesus off of that truck to get himself up there. And the 85 of Mahar is going to clear the 16 this time by. So Mahar back to third. 76 of Burchett. He is going to be making some moves here. Kip Easley, there is the number 24, up 20 spots as he continues to move forward. Wesley Burchett up 15. He started 19th, and he is there in 4th. Consistency, a big factor here. Kunkel, almost 2 seconds the difference between he and Watts. Watts has, was that George Williams right there? No, it can't be George. George is back here somewhere in 16th. Yeah, there's George. George has got the Yingling machine in front of him. George started 17th. He's in 16th right now. Just needs a good day. Kunkel, 1.8 seconds. 10 million strong and growing. Mike Watts getting into turn 3. Watts going to try to close the distance. He's got that's the 28 in front of him. I think David Moore right there. He is driving that Sen Chevrolet. Opportunity for the 28 to get some more laps here. He's going to be enjoying that time. James moving and grooving. Miletta's going to be there. Taylor come in and take fuel. I kind of wanted to know. Zach Taylor, a lap down behind the 97 and the 34. Came into pit road. It's been 12.43 seconds. I think he went and came and took fuel. 48 of Kunkel, 1.6 seconds. Need to save a little bit here. 9 laps until the stage end. 10 laps until the stage end. My apologies. Completing lap 61. And Mike Watts starting to close the distance. Mahar in third. .48, 84, 85, 76 in the 4. That's going to be the top 5. Chris Shoemaker having a pretty darn good day, up 13 spots from the start of the race. Rich Swavely started 9th, and now he backed off. He was leading the race, but he backed off, and he's kind of back here, just kind of relaxing, waiting for folks to figure out what they're going to do here. Big situation, that is for sure. Mahar's, if it's a driver that I would secretly root for, even though there's some Missouri natives in here, and I always, big shout outs to the Shoemakers and those guys over there. If it was somebody I would be secretly rooting for, it would be Mahar. Only because I see exactly what he does, and a little loose right there. Has the 76 going to his outside. He's going to give up third, but he's patient, and he tries to learn something every race. But then again, anybody who wins in this series, noting the competition, I would say that I'd be happy to see him. I see every one of these guys My hat's off to them for putting as much work in as they do and driving and having a good time with it. That's the big factor for me. Maybe I don't know, McDuffie. I would like to see McDuffie win one. Who else would I like to see win? I'd like to see Dylan win one. I would literally like to see Mr. Hastings win. Maybe we will. Puts it on. You know, you always want to see the guys that put the stuff together win one of their races eventually. I don't think I've ever won one of my races. All of them are great. Absolutely. They're all phenomenal. I appreciate it. Reminder to those who are out there watching on YouTube, starting after May 10th, we're going to go and we're going to be switching over to Facebook Live only for iRacing broadcasts. Just because that seems to be the one platform I can that we have grown to the point that we've made some good things happen. So just keep that in mind. So give us a like and follow on Facebook, Signature Esports on Facebook, and you'll be able to do that. It's all about what YouTube and their algorithms have done lately. That's kind of the big factor here. There's some things that I would have to stream on one or the other for me to be able to gain. And I know YouTube has the YouTube TV app, but Facebook has been developing theirs, and they do have some things coming up that you can actually streamcast your if you have, of course, a smart TV, you can streamcast your these races to your television as well. So keep that in mind as things go forward. Facebook has been really good to us. You guys have been really good to us by following us over there. So make sure that you go and follow our platform. Big appreciation for you over there. Facebook will be after May 10th. That will be starting May 10th. And after starting May 10th, 48 has to come to pit road this time by. Mike Watts is going to be leading here. I think the 48 of Kunkel, I think this is the 8th lead change. I think he might be thinking about long-term here. Quite possibly what he's thinking about. All these guys are going to have to come to pit road. And long-term thinking, do you get on and off pit road fast now, or are you going to be out of fuel? He drove the he drove the heck out of that truck. And he went through a lot of trucks. Saving fuel is a big factor, and I don't know if he just went in for fuel and had to come back out. Uncle's going to be a lap down. He did. He went in and got fuel and came back out. Lap 70. Stage 2 in. It's going to be between Watts and Burchett. This is going to... Hey, who's going to have it? Got one more turn to be able to make something happen here for the 76. 84's got a good clear going on here. Not quite as fast on the exit. Good run for both the drivers. Watts is going to win stage 2. Burchett, Mahar, Shoemaker, Easley, Fulham, Light, Gardner, Williams, Lee. That's going to be... Fulham and Easley, they kind of swap back and forth there, but flip those positions back, and that's how it's going to be. So just keep that in mind. We're going to be doing that. The Maximus Sports Cards, those who tune in for that will be on YouTube and Facebook as well. We will be doing that on those platforms together, but we will also be like our gaming side of things, where I get on and I play Phasmophobia, or I get in a race, or things that I do. I will be doing the personal gaming and the community gaming on Facebook and Twitch. So there's things that I have to adjust to be able to give us some good stuff. All right, folks. I'm having to Kip Easley here. Let's take a look. Did he run out of fuel? Kip might have ran out of fuel. Some folks might have been pushing it really hard. And whenever they got out here, they probably ran out of fuel. He might have just literally ran out of fuel. Quite often, if you run out of fuel, you usually run out on the pace laps. Shoemaker's there. Is he 84 out of fuel? No, he's just coming off pit road. Chris Shoemaker here. There's the 19 of Fulham going around. 4 coming to pit road this time by. Or maybe he's out of fuel. These guys might be out of fuel. No joke. They might be out of fuel. 4 is going to make it to pit road. Is he going to make it to his pit stall? There's the 15 there. 98 is going to be there, so the 15 is going to give his teammate a shove. The 2 shoemakers there. 15. Getting him up to speed here. That's a good teammate right there for you. So very, very cool of them. So black flag surely going to have to be clear. That was probably the closest I have seen these drivers get to pit road without having the issues. I think the 4 made it to his pit stall just in time. So very good on the driver to be able to get out there. Hopefully he doesn't lose too much time here. Mahar's the new race leader, according to the relatives. So we're going to see how this is going to work. Brad Fulham, Wesley Burchett, James Kunkel's going to be back in the mix. The 85. 19 is going to go to the outside. 85 trying to come around here. Man, oh man. The 85 is still running here. He's dropping to the back here. So that 30 laps, that 30 to 31 laps, that's really going to be a true testament to things. 85 dropping to the back. 19 of Fulham is going to be your race leader. There's another lead change. So we're like at 10 or 11 lead changes now. My goodness. I keep tallies because my relative for that doesn't work accurately anymore. Brad Fulham's going to be your race leader. George Williams, he's in second. Hashtag yeah. I think things are kind of screwed up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe Lee, Milletta, Brackett, Moore, Shoemaker. Those guys are all laps down. Moore's a lap down. Are they going to be serving black flags? There's a bunch of free pass trucks looking to get themselves waved around. Wolf Racing, a part of that. You see that on the back of the trucks right there. Here's Mr. Fulham. Driving the WestJet Toyota. He's going to stick it. All right, folks. Right back. Pass cars are released. I'm going to go back to it here in just a moment. We're going to leave it on this wonderful static cam that I've adjusted and created. All the cool stuff. I dig it. We're going to be lining back up 1940 33 6. The 1 to 2970. 94 16 51. Need some Powerball numbers. Take the top 6 and there you go. Or however you want to do it. There's a thing up to like $270 million. That's crazy. That's a lot of money. What would you do with that money? What I would do? I would buy all of these guys' computers. We're going to go back to it here, folks. Flipping on the bottom down there on the bottom. It's okay. I'm all right with it. Pace truck dives off. Third and final stage here. They get the green, they're off. Off like a prom dress, ready to rock and roll. They are getting busy already. Only one caution for incident as they come around turn 1. The other cautions for the stage ends. They are cruising. Oh, gravy. Here they are. 3 wide to the turn. 94 shoving his way to the front. Chris Bedwell trying to make some moves. He's right there behind his teammate, the number 70 of Jonathan Bell. And if you ever thought they were going to send it, well, here they go. The 33 of Brackett trying to be there at the end. He is out front. He gets around a whole lot of folks here. As you're going to see Jonathan Bell pick up second. The 94 pick up third. Reeves. Clint Leatherwood to fifth. Whole bunch of slew of different names in here now. The 16 picking up the back bumper of the 10. Moving and grooving. Caution's going to come out. Shoemaker involved. They were racing hard here. Oh, the 19 and the 40 got together. Oh, man. Oh, Nilly. Oh, no. So, that happened. All right, let's back up. Skirt. There we are. I'm trying to figure kind of out what happened here, folks. Ooh, I think the 19 got loose. Believe. Here's the far chase view. Here's what is following. Let's kind of follow along with George. George was involved in this. 19 loose down to the 30 or to the 98 of Light. 40 gets a little bit of nose damage there. Anyway, George was having a good race here. Some folks in and off pit road there. Back to live. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you. Lint Leatherwood up to fifth, the 29. There he is. That's right there. You ever wanted a truck to look at? Here's the truck to look at right here. Should you like it? UpTableRacers.com. I believe they're going to start, they're going to go back to the pit road. Man, oh man. Yeah. Ying Lang. UpTableRacers.com. GyroCam. I like this camera. I like this camera. I like them all, folks. I like this camera. I like this camera. Yep. I really like this camera. Yeah, free pass coming around. Is that Bradley? Yeah, that's the 9. He's coming around. He's in 22nd. He's up 7 spots. So there's your lucky dog. Lucky dog. Hanging out with the best iRacing cat. Thank you very much, Kelly. You're absolutely awesome. I appreciate you, my friend. I try to be as good as I can. I will never claim to be the best. I will always strive to be the best, though. No matter how you look at it. 33, 29, 16, 10, 125. That's my new Powerball numbers. That's the ones I'm going to play. Totally joking. That's going to be your top 6. Kunkel, Bell, Bedwell, Burchett's going to be the 10 cars there. Shanks coming into pit road. I think he wants to take a moment, gather his thoughts. The 3's going with him. That's 77 of Edrington's going to be in there with him as well. George, my man, had to get some stuff fixed. He's coming back around. Bracket in on pit road this time by George. Possibly might go back around and go back to pit road. We're going to see how this is going to work for him. Wesley Burchett in on pit road. Harvey Shanks, Tony Edrington, Brad Lee, David Brackett, David Moore, Dana Shepard, David Harden, Kip Easley, Chris Shoemaker, Andrew Milletta, all those guys in on pit road. Andrew Milletta involved in an issue that, these things do happen. Wyatt Brackett, Clint Leatherwood, that's going to make up the first two here. So these guys seemingly are just kind of all like weird right now. Thank you for sharing out there, Kelly. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for the like. Benjamin, thank you for the like out there as well. I appreciate you. Mr. Ben, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you. '81 of 135. Second caution for incident. The other two cautions for stages. Lights are going to go off on the pace truck, and the 33 and the 29 kind of going to do their thing here. Battle it out. It's going to be fun. 16 of Gardner, the 10 of Brown. Locke is going to be there in that 5th place position. It's going to be fun. 33, 29. Lights are off on the pace truck. 33 is going to restart on the inside. The 29 is going to restart on the outside. Then we're going to have the 16, the 10, the 1, the 48. Bell and Bedwell are going to start in the same row there in row 4. Reeves and Rogers are going to be in row 5. Toyota out front. They are ready to rock and roll here once again. Thank you for the share out there. Appreciate you very much. In the words of Matthew McConaughey, all right, here we go. Pace truck will dive off on turn 4. And then once these guys hit the start restart zone, they will be ready to rock and roll. 33, 29, 16, 10. That's going to be the front 2 rows. Setting up the awesome finish here at Texas. We go back to green flag racing. Something like 37 laps, 47 laps to go here. Do math. 57 laps. There is somewhere around there. There's numbers involved. Oh, crazy. 33, 29, 16 to the inside of the 29. That bottom line so important on starts and restarts. Woo! The 10's going to be right there at the back bumper of the 29. 29 kind of shoved up the track just a little bit there. Not a bad little deal, but he's going to carry speed off the backstretch. And if he, he's going to be in the wall, though. 29 trying to hold off. He was trying to be there. And Jonathan Bell to the inside. Bell down low. The 94 going with him. One of Phil Locke net code from the 49. That was like 6 feet of net code. What in the world? McDuffie here. He's a little bit loose, but there was some net code involved. I know that he did spin out. Now, don't get me wrong here. Let's back this up real quick. But you see what happened with the 1 here. There's Phil Locke to the outside of him. The 49 is going to be there to the inside. The 1, see how he shoves up the track right there? That net code didn't help anything. That is a really weird. Nick Gardner trying to go to the outside of Wyatt Brackett, or to the inside of Wyatt Brackett here. Apologies about that. Getting back to the race here. 16 clears. Jonathan Bell's going to be there in 3rd. Bedwell in 4th. And the 10 of Garrett Brown there. So Phil Locke doesn't look like he has anything bad. Zach Taylor from the back to the front. Started from the pits. Kunkel down to the bottom. James Kunkel just hit that turn like it was his own. Leatherwood to the outside. Phil Locke to his rear bumper. Leatherwood has that right side damage, but he has not slowed him down. He is still cruising. Kunkel there to the inside. Toyota with a little right side rear damage. That will help and displace that spoiler. Still a lot of work to be done. Nick Gardner still out front. Turn 3. Jonathan Bell trying to make a pass there to the inside. Moving and grooving. Bell fast early on, but folks were able to pass him as they wore out the tires. 16 trying to protect the line between the 70 and the 94. Garrett Brown and Wyatt Brackett. Wyatt Brackett falling back just a little bit. Garrett Brown to the inside. Patience is going to be key here. How long are they going to be able to run? Bell came into pit road on lap 79. Gardner on 72. So the difference on tires, but not really that big of a difference on tires. It's the only difference on tires here is going to be more about who's going to be able to ride around the draft. They do have 7 laps fresher on fuel, but they had a caution in there after the stage end, so that really doesn't make it. It only ran 2 laps green, so that's pretty much it. 16 behind the 70, 16 possibly going to drop in, going to run that line. He's going to be there to the back bumper of the 70, 16, 94, 33 in the 10. 16 dropping in. He's going to run his line. We get those tires, let it hook around this track. 70 carrying speed outside. Jonathan Bell trying to win here. '89 of 135, make it 47 laps to go here. They are completing lap 89. Bell not really pulling away like he did before. Maybe a smart move here just to kind of hold these guys. Run your race, run your lap. Last lap for him, 31:03. Gardner 31:07. Bedwell 31:08. So only 4/100ths of a second difference. And that is all about throttle. That's all that is. So the 16 able to keep up, even though he has a few lap difference on tires here. This is really going to boil down to who's going to be able to have that stop, because here in about, let's look at lap 79, we put 30 laps on those tires. It's going to put you in at 109. That would be enough. But they had a caution, so that would be enough. So if the 16 of Gardner comes in at 105, he can make it to 105. Maybe 105. He would be close on making it all the way to the end, and I mean very, very close. Last time by 31:14, 31:11 for Gardner. This time by 31:26 and 31:36 for Gardner. So a 10th difference. They just alternated lap times. Last 5 lap times for the two. There it is. And for him to Jonathan Bell, that's the difference there. Go back to the back. Ray Rogers back in the mix. He got a little bit of right rear damage. Swavely there kind of pulling in at some pace. Swavely trying to get himself back to the front. Swavely there inside the top 10. He's right where he started, actually. He's in 9th. Wesley Burchett trying to hold on as well. Chris Bedwell, he and Wyatt Brackett are back and forth. Brackett has the 14 of Zach Taylor with him. Taylor holding on for dear life. He is trying to work his way back to the front. He has been as patient as you can be. He rode around in the back all day to stay out of it and wants to be up front. Now the 10 of Garrett Brown to the inside of the 94. The 94 trying to track down his teammate who's out front. And right now, Brown and Bedwell are battling out for 5th. 10 of Garrett Brown might clear him. 94 holding on. 94 has a little bit of right side damage. AJ, good to see you out there, my friend. Good to see you out there on YouTube. Appreciate you. Jonathan Bell out front, 0.3 of a second. Wyatt Brackett to 3rd, and Taylor to 4th. And now these drivers, they came to pit road on, Taylor on 79, same pit strategy as Jonathan Bell. Wyatt Brackett in on a 72. So Wyatt Brackett needed to go to 105 as well. So 20 laps before stage pits. Pretty much almost mandatory. Bell, Gardner, Brackett, Taylor, Brown. That's going to be the top 5. 94, 38, 51, 48, 98 through position 10. 76, 85. Dustin Reeves in the 6th is in 13th. Harvey Shanks 14th. Phil Locke 15th right now. Trent Leatherwood still holding on as well. Good to see you all out there. Appreciate you very much. Keep chatting it up. I appreciate that. Sorry, 10 laps to go before stage break. Almost mandatory that you would see. Easily Shoemaker, Edrington, all those guys came to pit road on lap 90, 91. Dana Shepard left pit roads on his lap 79, so Shepard out there still trying to run. Way to keep going. Jonathan Bell out front. Let's keep moving down See what's going on with Brad Fulham here in 20th. He's got George Williams. George has a little bit of damage. Brad has a little bit of damage, but they are still out there competing. They're still on the lead lap as well. Best lap for Brad Fulham, 30.83. Best lap for George, 31.28 last time by. Their laps pretty much the same. George getting around Brad this time by, so he's going to be in 19th. Brad Lee up 11 spots, started 29th. He's in 9th place. I'm sorry, the number 9 is in 18th place right now. Ryan McDuffie off of a spot from where he started, but the 49 is trying to cruise to the front. Clint Leatherwood started 20th. He's in 16th, and that contact with the wall earlier, he was running in 5th. Really dampering his race right now. Harvey Shanks up 11 spots, started 26th. He's in 15th. Phil Locke up 9 from 23rd to 14th. Reeves up 11 from 24th to 13th. That's the 6th. He's still moving. He's going to try to get around James Kunkel, who started 6th and is in 12th right now. So he off the pace just a little bit. Thomas Light he just got around James Kunkel just a couple of laps ago, and he is up a spot. He started 12th and is in 11th. Joe Mahar started 5th. He's in 10th. He's trying to work his way back to the front. Wesley Burchett up 10 spots, started 19th, and he's in 9th. Ray Rogers off 4 from where he started. He started 4th. He's in 8th at the moment. Rich Swavely started 9th. He's in 7th. Chris Bedwell started 13th and 6th right now. The 94 trying to work his way back up there. Garrett Brown started in 10th. He's in 5th. He's basically swapped positions with Joe Mahar. Zach Taylor to 4th. He is up technically 3, but he started from the pits. So pretty much started from the tail end of the field. About 15 seconds off the pace and had to work his way back to the front through strategy and driving and keeping it clean. Wyatt Brackett was the outside pole sitter. He's in 3rd right now. He's chasing down Nick Gardner, who's in 2nd, who started in 8th. Jonathan Bell was your pole sitter, and he is 4/10 ahead of the number 2 as we roll through 101 of 35. 101 about to be complete. Got to turn on the gas and crank it up. That's pretty much how this is going to work. Taylor 1 second off the lead right now in 4th. Has had that day. Ortizwell driver a little bit loose on the exit of 4 right there, but he's still stuck in the draft. He's fallen off pace of Jonathan Bell just a little bit. Rich Swavely in the 38, a Casper, Wyoming native. Had a good week last week, trying to find his way back up there to have a good week this week as well. Swavely, solid dude. Joe Mahar, there's the man inside the top 10. Orange Park, Florida driver. Is that 85 working? Easily in on pit road. Wesley Burchett in 10th. There he is. He sees what's in front of him. Calhoun, Georgia. Native driving that Chevrolet. Jonathan Bell out front in a Chevy. The number 70. Make the stick here. .104 of 135. You know, Jonathan Bell's going to be running a few laps longer than everybody. He came to pit road on lap 79, and they went back to green on 180-ish. Gardner in 2nd right now. We'll see what that half-second difference is going to be. Right bracket, very consistent all race long. Trying to hold on to as much as he can. 72 up to speed, trying to come around and put as much time as in as he can. There's the 70 has the 40 right there. The 40 dropping down low here. He might be kind of coming to pit road. 40 coming to pit road this time. George Williams finish this race. He is going to be a lap down at the moment. Here Brown in on pit road this time by, locks it up. I don't know, I hope he didn't get a speeding penalty there. I mean, he really locked it up. Kunkel in on pit road this time by as well. Some strategy and moves being made. Jonathan Bell out front. Man, oh man. Give it a yeah. 70. 1.3 second lead over. That's growing. White bracket, 2 seconds off the pace. Slowed up for the drivers. He came to pit road on 72. Needn't come to pit road himself. Chris Bedwell here as well. Bedwell in on 79, so he's going to pick up third spot. Joe Mahar, Wesley Burchett came in on 80. Ryan McDuffie came in on 79. So these drivers 1 through 6. Separation from first to sixth right now is going to be right here. 16 seconds back. It's McDuffie in sixth. Brad Lee in seventh now. That's the next one. That's going to be roughly about 26 seconds off the pace of the leader. Nick Gardner, a lap down now to the race leader. As he comes out of pit road, he came in 4 fresh tires and some Sunoco fuel. Should be able to make it all the way on fuel. There's the 14 trying to go around. Jonathan Bell, Chris Bedwell, 2 teammates out front. Will need to come to pit road here in the next lap or two for sure, or at least at minimum fuel. Right now, the strategy is Wyatt Brackett. What does Wyatt Brackett do here? Wyatt Brackett coming off pit road. Zach Taylor has the 16 in his sights. There's a lot of ground being made up right now over the next 2 or 3 laps, so we're going to see that. See how that's going to work for him as they continue to move. Jonathan Bell, Ryan McDuffie in 5th. Bradley in 6th. Bedwell, Mahar, Burchett, they're on pit road. Jonathan Bell, not this time by, quite possibly going to be another lap before you see that. Garrett Brown, the number 10, will be picking up a little bit of time here. Jonathan Bell last time by came in 5:23 on his fuel, so he kind of held on to it. So Jonathan Bell coming to pit road this time by. Bradley, the 9, is coming around the track as we speak. He came to pit road on lap 80. Garrett Brown reassuming 3rd place. Jonathan Bell, as he is on pit road, just now getting to his pit stall. Garrett Brown and company coming around. They're going to be right there, 3 wide into the corner. The 4 is going to be there. That's a whole lot of traffic coming. There's the 16. So Garrett Brown assuming 3rd place. Bradley in on pit road. Jonathan Bell coming off pit road. Jonathan Bell is going to have 4 fresh in fuel. The difference in drivers, Garrett Brown, your race leader now. Gardner's going to be there. Zach Taylor's going to be there as well. Now Jonathan Bell in 4th. As he comes off pit road. There's Wyatt Brackett there as well. In 5th, Rich Swavely, Ray Rogers, Kunkel. All these drivers. Jonathan Bell is going to have the fresher tires here. Wesley Burchett's going to have some fresh tires. The caution's going to come out. 23 laps to go here. Something happened. We have to see what happened here. Want to see. Dana Shepherd jumped to pit, so let's kind of just, oh, he didn't. Oh, man. It Phil locked his outside. Here's what happened, folks. And the 43 was he was having a good day. He wasn't on the same pace, and he was laps down. He was letting folks go by. 43, I think, just misjudged the turn right there. The one was just super fast. And there it is. And it's the cause of the caution there. So all that strategy that everybody just had be out the window. Gardner, your race leader at the moment. Lieutenant Garrett Brown, I believe. He's on pit road. Yeah. He knew that was coming. He got a splash and go, wanted the lead, so he's going to be there. Might have taken right sides too. Brown. Oh no, he didn't. He took 4 tires and fuel. He said, "No sir, give it all." Nick Gardner, your race leader, in on 107. Zach Taylor was in on 107. Jonathan Bell back to 3rd. Now, as these guys come around in pace, Wyatt Brackett to 4th. Rich Swavely to 5th. Man. Ray Rogers in 6th. Rogers back up there. Good deal. Wayne, thank you for the follow out there. Appreciate you, my man. Stein. I said that correctly. I apologize if I don't. Thank you for the follow, my man. Tomorrow night, the Car Series. Thursday night, the Phil Hab Truck Series, the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series, or Signature eNASCAR Truck Series. The Xfinity Series is going to be on Friday, and then the Cup Series on Saturday. Sundays, our afternoon racing is going to be the Joe Sixpack Racing League. That is super fun. It's my Sunday fun day. And then Real Racing Online back at it next Sunday. We didn't broadcast this Sunday because iRacing took a whole big old thing on me. And I had to end up reinstalling it. 38, have a little bit of net issues there. Hopefully that was on my end and not on his. So that's kind of where we're at. See, Friday nights we do card pulls for Maximum Sports Cards. I do a lot of late night gaming. So if you guys are up and you're bored or you want to chat, I'm on. By all means, jump in the stream. Support yours truly and all the fun that I have. You know, I like to have fun. That's what we do. Man, oh man. Gardner up 7 spots. Out front now has the 14 of Taylor. Restart to the inside or outside of him. Who knows? You'll see. Who was the lucky dog? That's what we want to know. George is the first truck 1 lap down, so he will be the lucky dog if something goes right here. I think Brad Fulham was your lucky dog here. Yeah, he was. 19 is going to restart behind the 40 here. He was the lucky dog this last time by. First through 15th on the lead lap, George Williams, first truck 1 lap down. And one of a few that are still left in this mess. I say mess, I don't mean mess. Bedwell out of the race. Goldcroft there out of the race. Watson Moore, a couple of laps down, but they're still having, I don't mean mess, folks. I don't mean mess. I mean, you know, sometimes you have issues. Sometimes your truck blows up. Ask me. Race truck dives off on the corner. We're going to go back to it here. Green flag racing. 3rd caution for incident. We have like 15 lead changes. It's crazy. There they go. Gardner gets the green flag. He gets the jump on him. 19 laps to go here. The 33 is going to have the 14 in front of him. They are not done yet. 70 to the inside of the 14. 33 is going to be right there with him as well. 33 came in on 108. Going to be just as fast as the 70. Has proven that time and time again. As now the 16 is going to make it difficult for Jonathan Bell to get around. Nick Gardner having a day here. 70, holding on. Try to make that pass. And Jonathan Bell very fast at this racetrack. So is Nick Gardner. 1670. There's the 33 of bracket. 18 laps to go now. Zach Taylor back to fourth. Ray Rogers, the 51, has teammate Rich Swavely right behind him. James Conkle back in the mix. The Toyota trying to move his way in their top 10. Looking at the number 85. There's Joe Mahar having a good day. Garrett Brown came out on 113. He's got the freshest of tires inside the top 10. 17 laps to go. The 10's going to try to make some moves. 14 of Dustin Reeves. There's the 6. He is up 14 spots. And not quite the biggest mover. Brad Lee, the 9, still the biggest mover of the race. 16 positions. And the 77 of Tony Edgerton at 14 positions. He may be a lap or two down, but he is holding on to it. Jonathan Bell trying to move around the 16. 33 is going to be there. Man, oh man, Wyatt Brackett was fast earlier on. And Jonathan Bell last time by his last lap at 30.77. Wyatt Brackett at 30.59. And now Jonathan Bell can get out there and stretch his legs. But the 33 of Wyatt Brackett is hauling tail. 3-lap difference on tires between Jonathan Bell and Wyatt Brackett. But that will only matter for about a lap or two. And now Nick Gardner has the rear bumper of the Yingling machine in front of him. Zach Taylor in fourth. Ray Rogers in fifth. Ray Rogers to the inside of the 14. Rogers going to go back and try to take that fourth place position. That's exactly where he started. 14 has a better run on the high line. 3 Fords duking it out for fourth, fifth, and sixth. 14, 51, 38. Zach Taylor super fast here. Zach Taylor, a really good driver as well. Garrett Brown up 2 more positions from the restart. He is right there to the back bumper of the 85. Garrett Brown ready to scream around this racetrack. He has a whole lot of ground to catch up this last time by. Faster than the race leader. This time by, we'll see here as the 10 crosses the line. 37.9 for Jonathan Bell. This time by for Garrett Brown. 38.8. So he is gaining 13. He's gaining on everybody. He's going around lap traffic. And right now, Wyatt Brackett in the mix. He is 0.3 of a second off of Jonathan Bell as they come around to the backstretch. 13 laps to go. The 33, the Yingling machine moving and grooving. The relative, the gap, the save. 0.3 of a second. Brackett a little bit faster that time by. 16 of Gardner gives up second to be in third. Zach Taylor carrying the Fords from fourth, fifth, and sixth. Another 3 Fords. Garrett Brown gets around Joe Mahar. He is pulling in Rich Swavely pretty quick. Rich Swavely's going around the 14 to the outside. And Garrett Brown is hauling tail. He is coming. That's the guy that you're looking at here next to Jonathan Bell, who just ran a 39.6. Wyatt Brackett a 31. I'm sorry, Jonathan Bell a 31.01. Dustin Reeves off track, it looks like. The 6 goes off track here. He just hit the grass. That's all he did, folks. He was staying out of the way or something. Taking a shortcut. Back to live. Bell, Brackett, Gardner. Wyatt Brackett, 31.20 last time by. This time, Jonathan Bell. And the lap difference, 31.17. Wyatt Brackett at 31.35. 10 laps to go. Garrett Brown up to 5th. Last time by, he was faster than the race leader. And his gap to the leader about 2.2 seconds. He's got Rich Slavely in front of him. He is tracking down Ray Rogers. 10 laps to go. Jonathan Bell 1. Hot mess away. 10 carrying the same speed and the same lap times. 31.25 for Jonathan Bell. Garrett Brown this time by a 31.22. Garrett Brown moving. Given another 10 laps, I think we'd have a different story. Garrett Brown has a lot of work to do to get to this guy. He's got 3 position cars just to get to Jonathan Bell. And right now, Garrett Brown in the Plus Chevy gets around Ray Rogers. And that 2.1 second differential here. 2 lap different tires than Jonathan Bell. 2 laps to the better. 8 laps to go. Bell has a second on Brackett. Gardner there in third. Half second off of Brackett, or pretty darn close to it. 7 to go here at Texas. Caution's going to come out here. Taylor McDuffie involved. Zach Taylor, the 14, has the 49 in front of him. Little bump from Taylor to the 49, and they both get collected. So a green-white checkered coming up here. And Zach Taylor having a great race. That looked... Let me pull this back. We want to see, make sure there's nothing developing here. I believe the 40. There's the 14. The 49 there. The 14 getting shoved by the 49. 49 goes to the inside of the 14 here. That's what was happening prior to the caution. There's Ryan McDuffie there. 14 back into the mix. 14 trying to get to it. It's to, he gets to the back bumper. Man! Jonathan Bell in on pit road this time by Wyatt Brackett's possibly staying out. 5 laps to go here. And I want to say that we might have a natural green-white checkered, or actually take that back. We're trying to 130. Natural. Should be a natural green-white checker. We'll see what the math says here. 4th caution for incident of the race. 6 cautions total. And Jonathan Bell in on pit road. Wyatt Brackett, though. Watch your race leader again. Nick Gardner, Garrett Brown was moving, and I was talking about it. He needed about another 10 laps on the race to be able to make something happen. And I should have said biting a caution, because here it is. Field's going to stack back up for you. Zach Taylor in on pit road. Ryan McDuffie in on pit road as well. Mike Watts. That's a lap down. Watts 2 laps down. McDuffie, you know, he might have a blown engine here. Who was your lucky dog? George was your lucky dog. There he is. George Williams got the lucky dog. He's going to be back on the lead lap as well. Start at the tail end of the field, though. Not mad, brother. Not bad. Good job getting back on the lead lap in 14th. So even that little bit of damage he had earlier set him back. He has worked his way back in there. Good race by the number 40, who quite possibly will be joining me tomorrow for the Cars Series. He usually joins me. Make sure I double check where we're at tomorrow. I want to make sure I'm putting it. We are at Texas 240 tomorrow for the Cars Series. We're back here again, the Xfinity Series. The Xfinity Series cars. So it's going to be a lot of fun for those folks. Get some fun. Goodness gravy. Natural. It's going to be natural. Green, white, checkered coming up. They're completing lap 132 of 135. So we're going to have a natural green, white, checkered. And if something happens, then we'll have 2 attempts at a green, white, checkered after that. So this is pretty well what you're looking at. The bracket is a good restart here. He needs to clear the bottom, protect the bottom, disrupt the draft, and pray to goodness that, nothing happens. If you're white knuckle racing, what I tell you what, they're going to be white knuckle racing right now. Bracket, Gardner, Brown, Swavely, Mahar, Light, Kunkel, Lee, Reeves, Bell. Fresh tires for Bell. Reeves took a right set of right sides. Fulham, fresh tires. Rogers, fresh tires. Wesley, fresh tires. Man. Pace truck dives off. Another chance for all the drivers. Here we go. Brad the Barney, Flagman. Natural green, white, checkered. Green, we are. 33 up to the side. He's going to protect here. He has to protect. What a jump. What a good restart right there. 2 laps to go now. The 33 in, basically in charge. They're 3 wide behind him. 3 wide racing on the exit of 2. 4 wide. Now as they try to straighten things out, Jonathan Bell way down to the bottom. Brad Fulham's going to be there. Wyatt Brackett wants to see the white flag here. You do not want to see anything else. Wyatt Brackett, white flag waves here. Brown to second. The 16 to the outside. Joseph Mahar is going to be right there behind the 10. Mahar, a good move for the driver. Backstretch for the 33. Brackett needs this to go. Jonathan Bell trying to make moves here. The 10 comes down to protect. 85 there. Jonathan Bell moving the 85, trying to give him a shove. 16 high. Wyatt Brackett wins. Brown to second. What a finish. You want to talk about a drive. Holy goodness gravy. There was more happening there than an auctioneer at a storage unit sale that was in the middle of the desert. That had all of King Tut's jewels in it. Man. Brackett wins and celebrates. And while he does that, here's a message.
Congratulations to the winner from Pub Table Racers. My name is Warren Brissell. I've been in NASCAR for 20 plus years, Sitting next to me is
My name's Tim Pack, but I'm involved in the short track industry and NASCAR for about 30 years. And we have a Facebook Live show every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. We're also on YouTube, Twitter. We have a website, pubtableracers.com, and we invite you to come check all that out.
Apple Podcast also.
Yep, we have all that too. And Warren, what's it like to be involved with this league?
We're very proud to be involved with this league. Congratulations again.
And congratulations to the winner as you pull into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane.
Cheers.
Pulling into Pub Table Racers Victory Lane, and a big special thank you to Pub Table Racers for being the Victory Lane sponsor here each and every week for the TRUCS Ultimate Championship Series, the National Motorsport Simulation Association, and of course all of us over here at Signature Esports. Inside the broadcast booth, the 16 who had a good battle going on there on that restart, and I really just want to focus on that. The race was kind of anybody's game today, but you had a great drive. You found yourself in position. You're up 4 spots from where you started. Walk us through that third place finish, because that was just absolutely insane.
Yeah, I thought I was going to lose it there coming out of 4. I really used my stuff up on that final run, just trying to stay with Garrett, or not Garrett, Wyatt and Jonathan Bell. I was really trying to stay up there with them. So I think I used my stuff up a little bit, which is why I was really loose on the final run. But I think, man, Bell got not lucky, but it worked out for him perfect. I feel like when that final caution, or actually 2 cautions ago, when during the pit cycle, and he waited last minute to pit, was able to get 4 freshies 5 laps further than us, and I feel like it would have worked out for him, or eventually he would have caught us, but that caution really helped him to pack us right back up, and he was gone. Like I mean, I was just trying to save my stuff because I knew the best I could get was Wyatt. But yeah, it sucks, but I mean, I'll take a top 3 finish for sure. It was fun. This is actually my favorite racetrack, so I'm happy to get a top 3 tonight.
Well, the mile and a half was a fun one to watch. Just a few cautions for incident, and it was a driver's course today as well. All right, my man, give your shout outs out there, and we appreciate you. Congratulations on a P3 finish.
Yeah, thanks. Just want to thank Pub Tables for being a part of this, and also just the league itself. NMSA puts on a good league here. You know, I'm fairly new here, so I'm just enjoying racing along. So it's been a blast. My wife for letting me race, and you broadcasters for doing a great job for the viewers.
Absolutely, we appreciate you, Nick, and I'll let you go ahead and move yourself down. And great drive off. We'll see you next week.
Appreciate it, bud. Thank you.
Absolutely. Nick Gardner finishes 3rd according to the results there. At least that's what it's telling me. So, but I gotta talk to this guy real quick. You see him being loaded up on the screen. I gotta talk to Joe, because Joe, my man, I was secretly rooting for you. I publicly said I was secretly rooting for you. Joe, talk to me about your race today. You were up there. You were having fun, and right there at the very end, Bell was shoving you. I thought you would have finished. I thought possibly. I was like, man, coming around that corner, he might finish 3rd. He's got a good run. He might finish 2nd, and Bell might finish 3rd here. Walk us through that restart.
Yeah, I was super loose. My tires were really old. Yeah, that last restart, I knew I was a little bit better than the 38, and I knew I was, got to be close to the 16. But just on that restart, we got a good jump, and I know Bell was on newer tires, so we got such a big jump on him that by the time he caught us in turn 4, I mean, he pretty much was bump drafting me coming out of there. I thought it was going to be enough for 3rd, but I just got a little loose coming out of the corner. That's all it was, and just side by side with the 16. Good race there for 3rd and 4th at the end.
I think you guys were a full 10th of a second off of each other. I think that's what it said the finish was. No, I'm saying here. Hold on. Nick finished. Yeah, you finished 4 100ths of a second back from him. So I mean, we're talking a little wiggle That's the difference between third and fourth, right there. In nothing to sneeze at. He said that he was getting loose out of four too. So that one, I think for third, you guys would have been anybody's game right there. Congratulations! Didn't get to talk to you a couple of weeks ago, but I get to talk to you now. I really wanted to talk to you. Thank you for jumping up in the interview spot because that's I did want to talk to you today.
Yeah, and just I'm just so happy to be back at these mile and a half tracks. This has been a rough season for me to say the least. And I feel like with these past couple races, we're finally starting to turn around where we want to be. And we led the most laps at Charlotte, almost won that race, and come out here starting fifth, our best start of the year, and get a top five is awesome. So I feel like we're finally starting to turn a corner here for as a team. We're starting to get stage points, and we just gotta just keep getting the good finishes here. I know a few of my teammates finished a little further back, but I mean, as a team, I feel like we were really good tonight.
Joe, I think at some point I'm going to be in here and say that Joe Mahara wins again, second time, 2 seasons in a row. I think that's something I'm going to see. I see the improvements that you've made, and I said that on the broadcast too. I secretly root for folks. I have to be unbiased in it, but at the same time, when you see everybody doing so, like I see Ray out there busting his butt, to get that Ford out there and be in contention. It's you never know what you're going to find and what you're going to get into, and you guys have really stacked up the pace. So congratulations on a productive season. Even if you didn't start the way you want, it can still end the way that you want. So congratulations once again. Go ahead and give your shout outs out there for me, my friend.
Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely got to thank you for the awesome broadcast, and Dylan for the just the awesome job he does running this league. Of course, my teammates, George, Mike, and Kip. I love racing with these guys every week. I feel like as a team, we're slowly, we're helping to build each other up, and we're going to get our first win as a team here eventually. It's going to happen. But just probably the biggest shout out I got to give is to my wife. She fell a couple weeks ago, sprained her ankle pretty bad. She's in a walking boot. She's injured, and I know she's had a rough few days and a rough few weeks actually. But just hoping that she feels better. And I know she watches these broadcasts every night and cheers me on, and was so excited at Charlotte that I almost won. So definitely got to give her a shout out and just thank her for being part of my biggest supporter. And yeah, on to the next race. Yeah, momentum going.
Remind me what her name is.
Allie.
Yeah, that's right. You feel better out there because if you don't, we're gonna have to like tease you or something. We're gonna have to figure something out here. So I hope she does feel better, and best wishes for her. Joe, send me your address. We're gonna send her something over your signature.
Definitely, I will send you a message on Facebook once I get out of here.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. And congratulations, top 5 finish for you. I think you guys you're on your way for a win here very shortly.
Great, I appreciate that, brother. Thank you again, and I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Joe Mahar, Joseph Mahar, the number 85, finishes in 4th place, has a fantastic race and does phenomenally. Another guy that went from the back to the front, back to the front, back to the front, and on the last restart had one heck of a run. My Missouri friend, Mr. Garrett Brown. Buddy.
Yes, sir.
Tell me how your day went.
Oh, it was interesting. Like you said, back to front all day. I didn't take tires at the end of the first stage. That was my strategy from the onset tonight, just kind of thinking about how long that last stage was going to be, 65 laps. So I saved a set of tires there for the end. And oh man, I was hoping I would have a run for Wyatt, but he got such a good jump on the restart. It really didn't give me a chance. And Nick Gardner was fast all night. Wyatt was fast. I knew J Bell was on fresh tires a little bit behind us, and there was a lot of contenders tonight. It was a really good race, but man, I think if I would have had 1 or 2 more laps, I could have got to Wyatt, and it would have been interesting. But happy for him. He's fast. He's been fast all year. Deserved to win. So
yeah, he's been hunting and pecking at one for a minute.
Yep.
Oh man. All right, my man. Where are we at next week? I always forget to bring that thing
I think it's Kentucky.
up. Oh, I see another mile and a half track, so another opportunity.
Yeah.
For a good. Yeah, you're at Kentucky 200. Then you've got Poconos. So you guys you've got some fun coming. Uh,
Absolutely.
and it's going to be Indy, you got Watkins Glen, and I might have to find a broadcaster for one of those races.
Yeah, hey, man, that'd be pretty neat.
Oh no, I better not. I would get in the way of somebody. Anyway, congratulations on a bridesmaid position here, P2. I think that either I think if Jonathan Bell gets around on another lap here, I think he still finishes first. I still think he probably would have finished second. I think just because of the tire difference, I think that might have been
exactly.
But Wyatt, right there, you got what was going on behind you. You just paid attention to what was in front of you, and it was absolutely
yep.
It was insane to watch. And congratulations, man! All right, give you shout outs out there, and I'll let you.
Thank you. Always shout out to friends and family, and you, Jason, for all you do, and all the league members. It's always fun camaraderie out here. Really good competitors, and we have a good time getting to know everybody. Shout out to my teammates, Austin, Dustin, and Chris Shoemaker. Bill Schoonover for always filling in if we ever need him. Thanks to all those guys, and I just appreciate it.
Absolutely great. Congratulations, man. It's good to see you back up there, and we'll be talking to you again soon.
Yes, sir. That's the plan. Thank you.
You too. Garrett Brown comes home second and has a phenomenal race. But the guy that I've been waiting to talk to him in this position again. The Yingling machine, that Toyota that I always talk about, Mr. Wyatt Brackett comes home in that first position. Restart was phenomenal. The best jump you could possibly. I said the one thing that Wyatt Brackett needs, that Bass main need, if he just really needs a good jump here, and you got it. Nailed them all off, and you won the dang old race. Wyatt, walk us through it.
That last restart, I wasn't sure if I was gonna stop and take tires, so I went down because I didn't know what Bell was gonna do. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna stay out. There's only 5 laps. Like I don't think many other people are gonna pit. So I tried baiting Bell down in, which I don't know if I actually baited him or he had the plan anyways. But whatever it was, it worked. And then so once I knew that there was 2 laps, really 1 lap to get that white flag, I just knew I had to get there. And I had to get that jump off that restart. That was just key in the whole part of the win of the race at the end.
Yeah, another green-white checkered. I don't think you win. You know what I mean? So it stayed green. The white flag came, and you were off like a prom dress, dude. It was insane behind you, and all you had to do was look forward.
I didn't watch my relative. I didn't watch my mirror. I just went for it. Whatever happened. I just made sure I hit my marks, hit my lines, even though coming that white flag lap, I overshot turn 1 a little bit, but I just kept it and came home with the win.
Well,
the Yingling machine was fast tonight.
I tell you what, man, you didn't look like you overshot it. So
it felt like it.
It didn't look like it, but if you think you overshot it, well, damn, dude. I mean, you still finished 0.3 of a second better than Brown behind you, who is on just a few lap fresher tires than you. And regardless of the situation, you got such a good jump that it forced everybody to battle behind you, and you got to look forward. And that was absolutely awesome to watch. A great race, a couple of cautions. You got to stay clean. It seemed like you were where you wanted to be rather than where the race put you.
At the beginning, that first caution that came out, I had just pitted and I was behind the leader, so I was a lap down, so I had to stay out, and luckily got the wave around. After that first caution, I started in 28th. So it was just, I had nowhere to go but from bottom to the top. So I just made it happen, stay calmed, and just took the shots when I could, and it worked out in the end.
I'll tell you what, man. You didn't get the biggest mover of the race, but an outside pole position to first is still an improvement on my day. So congratulations. Make sure you give your shout outs out there. And man, oh man, it's good to say you got Kentucky next week. You gonna try to repeat?
Kentucky's a fun track. I'd love to repeat. I've never done that, so it could be a first. I just want to give my shout outs to Pub Table Racers. Those guys, thank you. I want to thank you for putting on a great show for these guys and great job commentating. My teammates always help me out, discussing strategies, and James Kunkel, the team owner, for bringing me back every week.
I tell you what, man, you did a phenomenal. I thought Kunkel was going to be up there with you. there for a long time. And my hat's off to James. He had a good race today too. Even I think he got up in a couple of things, but it still worked out in his favor to finish on the lead lap, and that's a big factor. Wyatt, congratulations once again. Hopefully we get to see you repeat it next week. But to say the least, you still got next week to take care of and enjoy. So congratulations on the race win here. Guaranteed spot in the playoffs. You're moving on, man.
Thank you. Huge press reliever getting that playoff spot.
I don't blame you. All right. Wyatt Brackett wins. The number 33 Yingling Machine gets it done today. And I tell you what, man, that was one heck of a race. And a reminder, Hub Table Racers is the Victory Lane sponsor here for all of the NMSA platform and Signature Esports on our iRacing network. So make sure that you go and follow, subscribe, do all kinds of stuff. Those guys are phenomenal. The Texas 200 shows up like this. Wyatt Brackett, Garrett Brown, Nick Gardner, Joseph Mahar, Jonathan Bell, all those guys top fives. Rich Swavely, Ray Rogers, Wesley Burchett, Brian Fulham, Brad Lee, all the top 10. Thomas Light, the 98, man, oh man, he was there. He's only up one spot, but he did a phenomenal job keeping it up there where he needed to be. Dustin Reeves finishes 12 spots ahead of himself. He is in 12th. Kunkel, Williams, Watts, Shoemaker, Edrington, and Harden. Those are going to be the guys that finish there to 18th. Here's the rest of the field for you. Taylor, 21st. Bedwell, 25th. Leatherwood, 27th. Shepard, in 28th. Moving on down to the I can speak. To the bottom of the field, there it is. Holcroft. And thank you to Dylan Hastings and the National Motorsport Simulation Association. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all the sponsors for the National Motorsport Simulation Association as well. OmegaLeafCBD.com. Make sure you go and give them a big old like and follow on Facebook as well. They have a Facebook page, but shop there, TRUCS25. That's the promo code that you're going to use, TRUCS25, the number 2 and the number 5. That's what I mean. And, of course, PubTableRacers.com. Make sure that you also find them on Facebook. They have Apple Podcasts. They have iTunes. They have all kinds of stuff. And a big old special thank you to each and every one of you out there. I love you. I appreciate you. And what I mean by I love you is I love that you tune in and you give me a reason to do this every single day. And we appreciate you very much. Tomorrow night, Cars Series, 9 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be back at it again Thursday night for the Phil Hab Truck Series, the F it. Let's have a beer. The 4 little word that we can't say because actually I can say it, but I just don't say it. The Phil Hab Signature eNASCAR iRacing Truck Series. That's going to be on Thursday, Friday, the Drinking Bros Racing Xfinity Series. And then on Saturday, the Paralyzed Veterans of America Central Florida Chapter Signature eNASCAR iRacing Cup Series. And all of that, a whole lot of fun. Coming up May 9th, we're going to have the, I think it's at 10 a.m. Eastern. Be on the lookout for the Signature Esports Rocket League tournament. That's going to be coming up. It's a 3 versus 3 tournament we're going to have. And that will be free on entry and broadcasted, of course. It's going to be on a Sunday. And then Monday, May 10th is our annual celebration. We're going to be having some fun with that. So thank you very much to everybody out there watching. Give us a like, follow all the platforms. If you like what you see, make sure you put a comment in there. I go back and I review all the comments. I look at everybody's stuff. And we love you. We appreciate you. Trying to get rid of all the bots on YouTube, too. That's been difficult. Man. If I don't see you, have a good afternoon, good evening, and